We have solved some numericals based on projectile motion, so I'm not going to continue that part. So we'll solve some more numericals from projectile at the end of the chapter. Now I'm going to start a new topic of in motion in today, and that is nothing but relative motion. The basic meaning of relative motion we have already understood when we have discussed relative motion in 1D, right? Now we are going to study relative motion in 2D or in 3D, whatever it is. ठीक है, general relative motion क्या है समझेंगे. So few of you have not joined. Okay, no problem. They'll join. ठीक है बच्चों. So we know the meaning of relative motion. What is the meaning of relative motion? That means we are going to analyze the motion of a particle with reference to a different particle. Okay? So there will be an observer, there will be an object. So as we know, motion is not an absolute thing. It's always a relative part. It always needs a reference. So if you change the reference, the motion of a particle will change. Okay? So if you change a reference, the motion of particle will change. All right, very good then. So let us start with the kinematic parameters. If I ask you to give me the answer for position of a particle A with respect to B, tell me what will be your answer? What will you write? Position of a particle A with respect to position of a particle B. I'm not going to write down what is the meaning of RAV. We have already studied this thing when I was teaching you relative motion in 1D. So क्या होगा मन? Meaning बताओ बच्चे इसका. Correct. So RAB is nothing but RA minus RB. What is RA बच्चा? Position of A with respect to किसके respect में? With respect to ground. With respect to ground or with respect to a common reference that A and B both of them are having. All right. So RAB is nothing but RA minus RB. Similarly, if I ask you what is VAB, what is VAB? The velocity of A minus velocity of B. So what is velocity of A? So this is the velocity of A with respect to ground. What is velocity VB? So this is velocity of B with respect to ground. What is VAB? Velocity of A with respect to B. All right. Similarly, you can be asked what is the acceleration of A with respect to B. So what will be the answer? Acceleration of A minus acceleration of B. Again, acceleration of A with respect to B can be written as acceleration of A with respect to ground minus acceleration of B with respect to ground. So these three formulas you need to remember at every time you are going to solve a numerical based on relative motion. All right, guys, I'm expecting that you guys have understood this. You guys have remembered this part. If you don't remember this, you cannot solve any question related to relative motion. All right, chaliye. So this is what you have to understand in relative motion part. Let us try to understand these things while solving some numericals. ठीक है? शुरू करते हैं. So the first question for today class is this one, as you can see on the screen. So guys, try to get the answer for this question. Sita is moving due east with a velocity of 1 meter per second. Geeta is moving due west with a velocity 2 meter per second. What is the velocity of Sita with respect to Geeta? Guys, I don't need the magnitude only. You have to tell me the direction as well. Don't give the magnitude only, give me the direction as well. It will be towards east, towards west. किधर होगा? Come on guys, give the correct answer. Three towards east. So majority of you are saying 3 meter per second towards east. देखते हैं. So let us try to draw these vectorally. ठीक है? So Sita is moving due east with a velocity of 1 meter per second. So let us draw that east and west. East किधर है बच्चा? East किधर है? So let us say this is the east direction. And this is the west. East, west. So in which direction Theta is moving? Theta is moving with 1 meter per second towards east. So this is the velocity of Theta, Vs. Now in which direction Gita is moving? Due west. This is velocity of Gita. And we need to find what is the velocity of Theta. So Vs with respect to Gita, G. So I'll say Vs minus Vg. Acha. See, you can solve this question while considering this as I cap or x axis. So this will be negative x axis. Okay? Or you can say, I can say this is positive. So this direction will be negative. See, this is motion in 1D problem. Here the motion of all the particles involved is only in straight line. This is the straight line. So this is not that tough, right? So you can aram se get the answer if I consider this as the positive x axis. This will be negative x axis. All right. Acha. So tell me what is the value of Vs? So Vs is nothing but 1 I cap minus what is the value of Vg? So Vg is nothing but 2, but towards negative x. So minus 2 I cap. So what is the answer? 1 I cap plus 2 I cap is equal to 3 I cap. So the magnitude is 3. What is the direction? Along I cap. Which is I cap direction? I cap is nothing but towards positive x. Positive x is nothing but east. So I'll say 3 meter per second towards east. Guys, click yes if you have understood this. This is a very, very simple question. Kaushik and Sachiti. Why west, bacha? Rightward I have considered east, right? And I cap is towards rightward direction only. So the direction should be towards east. Yes, Targata. Chaliye, now let us move on to next question. Come on guys, give me the correct answer for this one now. A car A has an acceleration 2 meter per second square due east. Car B 4 meter per second square due north. What is the acceleration of car B with respect to car A? Let us see how many of you can get the correct answer here. You have to tell the direction as well. So Gaurav Tiwari has answered 2 meter per second. Northeast का मतलब होता है making 45 degree with the north or east. Is the direction of acceleration ABA is 45 degree with north or east? Gaurav Tiwari. So most of you are giving the magnitude only. Direction, none of you is giving the correct answer. Every one of you have given wrong answer for the direction. Don't give northeast or northwest. Give me the actual angle along which line, or what will be the angle made by the line along which this direction will be there with the north or with the east or with the west. Angle के साथ चाहिए. $45 तो जिंदगी में नहीं होगा यार. 45 degree तो never ever it can occur. You are giving the answer in terms of minus 2i cap plus 4j cap, and you are saying angle made by this vector with positive x-axis 45 degree. Are you insane or what? Possible कैसे भाई? the coefficient of I cap and J cap has to be same so that the angle will be 45. Are you having the coefficient of I cap and J cap same? Tanishq, think about it. This is very, very important. All right, Tanmay has given some relevant answer. थोड़ा सा कुछ तो logical answer है उसका. Angle of tan inverse 2 with what? This angle is with what? With north axis, with east one, with west, with south. Towards north. Okay, Tanmay is saying from west towards north. Chalo, let us see. देखते हैं. देखो बच्चा लोग, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल डिफाइन द डायरेक्शंस यार. नॉर्थ, ईस्ट, वेस्ट, साउथ सब डिफाइन करते हैं. दिस इज नॉर्थ, दिस इज ईस्ट, दिस इज वेस्ट एंड दिस इज साउथ. ठीक है. या tan inverse 2, I think that is the answer, but with respect to which, or with respect to which direction, that angle with what, वो बताना जरूरी है. देखो चलो, what is the direction of acceleration? Due east. So draw that. Let me use थोड़ा सा thicker one. This is acceleration of car A. All right. Car B किधर जा रहा है? Due west. Sorry, due north. No issues. कर दिया ऐसे. बहुत बढ़िया. Now we have to find acceleration of B with respect to A. So I'll write acceleration of B minus acceleration of A. Guys, how do you do this subtraction? If you remember, how do you subtract two vectors? याद है सबको? The easiest method to subtract vectorly actually. क्या है बच्चा? If I'm asking you to get the value of AB minus AA, draw these two vectors in such a way that their tails should be coinciding. If you remember the vectors class, you'll understand it. If you are going to find out AB minus A, draw these two vectors in such a way that their tails are coinciding. I have drawn them. Then consider the head at the first vector and the tail at the second vector and draw the line. So which is the first vector? Final क्या है? Consider this is the final, this is the initial. तो head कहाँ होगा? यहाँ पे. Tail कहाँ होगा? यहाँ पे. So AB. So at this point there should be head and this point there should be tail. So this is the direction AB comma A. Guys, do you remember this or you have become Gajni now? If you recall the concept, if you recall how to do subtraction of between two vectors, you can aram se draw this diagram. If you don't recall it, you will struggle. So guys, if I'm asking you to write or to draw AB minus A, what is the first step you have to do? Draw these two vectors in such a way that their tails are coinciding. And then draw the third vector in such a way that head should be at the head of first one and the tail should be at the head of second one, like this. So this will give you AB. All right, guys. Now find out what is the magnitude of this one. Simple सी बात है. What is the angle between A and B? Angle between AB and A. See, there are two methods here. First one is the geometry. Since here we are getting a right angle triangle, so the magnitude of ABA is nothing but the length of this vector. This is known to us. This is known to us. So Pythagoras theorem will give us the value of this one. Or second method is magnitude of ABA can be written as square root of a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta, right? So ab square, what is ab here? 4. तो 4 square plus a square कितना बचा? 2. तो 2 square minus 2 into 4 into 2 into cos of angle between a and ab and a is what? 90. So 90 degrees. So this is what? 0. So what is the answer? Square root of 4 square plus 2 square. What is the answer? 16 plus 20, 4, 20. So 2 root 5 meter per second square. This is the magnitude. Acha, what about the direction? What about the direction? So what will I do? I will find out this direction. Let us say this is the angle theta. Let us say that is the angle theta. So this theta is with which line? This theta, this angle made by ABA is with east direction or with west direction? Bolo bachalo. If I denote this theta, then this theta is the angle made by ABA with east or with west. Guys, you have to answer this. Tell me. If I denote this angle theta, so this angle theta is angle made by ABA with east or with west? It's simple. It's west, right? Yeah, west direction. This is east direction. So angle made by ABA with west is theta. All right. So angle made by ABA with west is theta. So I will say here tan theta can be written as, in this right angle triangle, tan theta can be written as AB divided by AA. AB divided by AA. What is AB, bachalo? AB is nothing but 4. What is AA? That is 2. So 2. So what is theta here? Theta is nothing but the tan inverse 2. So this is the answer. So direction of ABA is along a line making an angle theta is equal to tan inverse 2 with west direction. All right. So direction of ABA is what? Along a line which is making an angle theta with west equal to tan inverse 2. What is the magnitude of ABA? 2 square root 5. Guys, click yes if you have understood this. बच्चों, click yes if you have understood this. Clear है सबको? चलिए, बहुत बढ़िया. Thank you. Let us move on to next question. One, like few of you have asked this question when I was teaching you a motion in 1D also. Host only, bacha. Sneha, please answer me on the host account. So I think a few of you have asked me the same question when I was teaching you motion in 1D. And I think I have answered you that we'll study this in a simpler way when I'll be teaching you relative motion. So guys, this question can be solved in a very easier manner if you understand the relative motion, if you use the relative motion concept. Give the correct answer. This is very, very popular question in relative motion concept. Come on guys, give the correct answer here. Guys, you have to respond to me on the host account. Please don't type, don't message me on the co-host account. I can't read those messages. I can, but I have to come out of the screen. Okay, Aditya has given an answer here. 2D by 3V. Tanmay has also given an answer, 2D by 3V. All right. So I got two answers, and I think that is correct, or 2D or 2 by 3 or 3 by 2. That is the answer. But what is D here? I have not given D here. I have given A. So answer should be in terms of A only, right? I think you have seen some other question where the edge length is given to you as D. चलिए सॉल्व करते हैं, ठीक है. So as you can read, as you might have read the question already. So three particles are there, A, B, C. They are located at the vertices of an equilateral triangle. So draw an equilateral triangle. Yeah, it doesn't look like a triangle. Okay, so this is the triangle I'm talking about. They start moving simultaneously at a constant speed v in a direction of adjacent particle. So let us name these points A, B, and C. Okay, and they are going to move in anti-clockwise direction, which falls ahead in the anti-clockwise direction. What is the meaning of this? They're moving simultaneously at a constant speed v in the direction of adjacent particle, which falls ahead in anti-clockwise direction. So A will follow B or C. So if A will follow C, it is going to fall in the clockwise direction. So A is following B, B is following C, and C will follow A. So the velocity of A is towards B, velocity of B is towards C, and velocity of C is towards A. This is the initial condition. All right, guys. How the motion of the particle change? Now think about it. As the time progresses, this B, let us talk about B. B will be somewhere here. Just consider they have started moving. So B have moved to this part. Now, what will be the direction of velocity of A? A will not be in this direction, but A will be in this direction. So when B will be somewhere here, A will come to this point. Achha, similarly, C will try to move here. So B will also have a direction along this. So all the particles, A will come here, B will come here, C will come here. Now, this will again, now A is following B. So now the particles velocity will be in this direction. So every time when you follow the path there, they are going to follow a path like this. They are going to follow a path like this. And they are going to meet at a point. If you draw the tangent here, it will be always towards the velocity towards A. If you draw a tangent here, it will be always towards C. Okay, guys. So this is how they are going to move. This will move like this. This will move like this. This will move like this. All right, guys. I think this will be towards correct. So this is the point where all of them will meet after some interval of time, after some time t. Achha. Now here the path of these three particles are arbitrary. How can we know this is the path? I don't know. I'm just considering this might be the path. So I don't have to actually go into detail of the path, but we can use relative motion concept to find out the time when they'll meet. Now, if I ask you, tell me what is the initial, if I talk about A and B pair, tell me guys, what is the initial velocity? What is the initial velocity of A with respect to B? Since this is a non-accelerated motion, so I can write this as velocity V only. Tell me guys, what is the velocity of A with respect to V? However, this is an accelerated one. Change to ho hi raha hai. But anyway, tell me guys, what is the velocity of A with respect to B? Kya ho raha hai? VB minus V or VA minus VB? It is VA minus VB, right? It is VA minus VB. If I ask you to find the velocity of A with respect to B along AB, tell me what will your answer? If I ask you to find velocity of A with respect to B along AB length. So can I say A is having a velocity? If I draw that AB line here, guys, look at the board carefully. If I draw the AB line here, the velocity of A is in this direction. This is velocity A. Now, velocity B is having in this direction. But we are not concerned about what is the direction of velocity in BC, but we are concerned about what is the direction of velocity along AB. So can I say this VB will have a component along this? Since all of them are having same velocity, so I'll say VB is going to have a component along this direction, and I can name that as VB cos theta. VB cos theta, theta is 60, so cos 60. VA is nothing but V, so VB is also what? I can write V cos theta. This is equal to V. Now if I ask you what is VA comma B along AB, what will be the answer? So VA comma B along AB is nothing but V minus of, देखो बच्चा लोग AB बोल रहा हूं ना मैंने, तो VA minus VB along AB. So what is the VA along AB? That is V only. Minus. What is the VB along AB? That is minus, because हमने इस डायरेक्शन को पॉजिटिव माना है. So it will be minus V cos 60. So what is the answer? V plus V by 2. So 3V by 2. So this is the velocity of A with respect to B along line A. So I'm trying to convert this into motion in 1D. Simple सी बात है. Tell me what is the position, initial position. Initial position of A with respect to B. Tell me guys, what is the answer? Bolo bachcha log, what will be the answer? Can I say if I'm talking about along AB, everything I'm talking about along AB only. What is the distance? So distance between A and B is what? A. Dekho, B and A, they are separated by a distance A here. So along AB, I'll say initial position of A with respect to B is what? A. Along AB only. No problem. Acha. What will be the final position, guys? What will be the final position of A with respect to B? AB direction, koi direction le lo. At the end, they are going to meet at a point. So all the particles will be at the same point. So what is the final position of A with respect to B? 0. What is the final position of A with respect to B? That is 0. Simple. So now if I ask you to find what is the displacement of A with respect to B, tell me what will be the answer? I'll say A. I'm talking about the magnitude here. 0 minus A only. So the displacement of A with respect to B is what? A only, along AB direction. If I ask you, then find the time taken. Can I write displacement by velocity? What is velocity? 3V by 2. So what is the answer? 2A by 3V second. So this is the answer. Guys, click yes if you have understood this. So most of you have got the correct answer also. Aditya, Tanmay, Yash, Vishwa, Sakshi, many more. ठीक है बच्चा लोग. So this question can be solved in this way. There's some other methods also, but this is the short and simple approach, and you should be following this one only. All right. However, this question will never be asked to you in any of the examination. Since this is very, very popular question, so I have included it. I have got some doubts also from this question, so I thought I should be discussing this in the class. These type of questions are important. These types of questions are important. So now guys, I need all of you to answer this question. चलो बच्चा लोग जल्दी से आंसर करो. Car A and car B start moving simultaneously in the same direction along the line joining them. And guys, I need all of you to use relative motion to solve this. See, without using relative motion also you can solve this question. But since I'm teaching you relative motion today, so I need all of you to use the relative motion concept to get the answer here. So two cars A and B, they start moving simultaneously in the same direction along the line joining them. Car A with the constant acceleration A is equal to 4 meter per second square, while car B moves with constant velocity 1 meter per second. At time t is equal to 0, car A is 10 meter behind car B. Find the time taken or find the time when car A overtakes car B. ऐसा कुछ condition है. This is the path All right. So car B moves with constant velocity, car A moves with constant acceleration. Car A is behind car B. And this distance is kitna bachcha log? 10 meter. Acha, when I'm representing this, have I represented correctly bachcha log? Is this the 10 meter or something else? Guys, this is very silly point, but I think this is important also. Can I represent distance between A and B like this as 10 meter or something else? See, when we are talking about distance between 2 points, it doesn't matter where have you taken these 2 points. So this is the distance. When we talk about some rigid body like this, if you have taken the front part of A, the distance of car B from car A must be from the front part of B also. So ये थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो जाता है. So this distance will be considered as 10 meter. So these are the very few basic things that you should be understanding. All right. So this is the condition at t is equal to 0. Now they are asking you, find the time when car A overtakes car B. So use relative motion concept. All right. Use relative motion concept. देखो बच्चा, what is the initial velocity of A? Guys, tell me, what is the initial velocity of A? Guys, tell me, what is the initial velocity of A? It's 0, right? Car A with constant acceleration, it can start moving. UA is 0. Acha, what is UB? UB cannot have U as 0. Sorry, this car B cannot have U as 0. It moves with constant velocity. So at time t is equal to 0, UB will not be 0, but it will be equal to 1 meter per second because constant velocity will be maintained. Acha, what about acceleration of A? What is acceleration of A? It is 4 meter per second square. What is acceleration of B? It is 0 meter per second square because it moves with constant acceleration. ठीक है. What is the initial position of B with respect to A? It is 10 meter, right? What will be the final position of B with respect to A? It will be 0. Got it? So what will be the displacement here? Tell me, guys. So what will be the displacement of B with respect to A? It will be minus 10 meter. If I am considering this as the positive direction. Guys, did you understand this? Position of B with respect to A is nothing but 10 meter in rightward direction. When A will look at B, the position of B with respect to A, that means A is the observer. So when A will observe B, A will say the position of B is at 10 meter from my position towards right. So this is what? Plus 10 meter. Because I have considered rightward as plus. When the car A will overtake car B, the position of A and position of B, both of them are same. So you can say that position of B with respect to A will be 0 in that case. So what will be the displacement? Displacement is 0, final position minus initial position 10. So 0 minus 10 is what? Minus 10. All right. Darshan, Bhagwan ने मुझे आशीर्वाद दिया. Darshan, please don't. Darshan is asking, sir, how we came to know car B acceleration is 0. Darshan, you are missing out very important point here that car B moves with constant velocity. So please read the question carefully. What is the meaning of B, bacha? Darshan, car B moves with constant velocity. Constant velocity means acceleration is 0. That is why I have written acceleration is 0. Got it? ठीक है. चलिए. So now let us find out what is the acceleration of B with respect to A. Tell me, guys. What is acceleration of B with respect to A? Acceleration of B is 0 minus acceleration of A, that is 4 meter per second, towards right or towards left? Towards right. Right has been considered positive. So 4. So minus 4 meter per second square. What is initial velocity of B with respect to A? What is the initial velocity of B with respect to A? So what is the initial velocity of B? 1 towards right. So 1 लिखेंगे. Minus. What is the initial velocity of A? 0. So plus 1 meter per second. Now, can I say acceleration is constant? So second equation of motion can be used to find the time taken. कैसे निकालेंगे? So I can write SBA can be written as UBA into T plus half into ABA into T square. Now put all the values. What is SBA? Minus 10 is equal to what is UBA? Plus 1 into T plus half into what is ABA? Minus 4 into T square. Solve it down. So you'll get answer as 2T square minus T minus 10 is equal to 0. Minus 2T square, I have brought this to the left hand side, so plus 2T square. Then I have brought plus T to the left hand side, I'll get minus T. Minus 10 is already there, so minus 10 I have kept it as it is. So this is the equation that I'm going to get. Solve this quadratic equation. What is the value of T there? Plus 1 plus minus square root of B square minus 4AC. So 1 minus 4 into 2 into 10 plus 4 into 10, 40. 40 into 10 is what? 81 divided by 2 into A, that is 2. Okay? So 81 plus 1 is approximately, like a square root of 81 plus 1 is approximately 9. So I'm approximating this and I'm writing 1 plus minus 9 divided by 4. If I take minus sign, time will become negative. That is not acceptable here. So the correct answer will be approximately 10 divided by 4. That means approximately 2.5 seconds. So guys, how many of you have got this answer? Click yes if you have got this answer and understood the situation and the condition here. So most of you have got the answer as 2.5 seconds. Kudos guys, very good. Well done, keep it up. बहुत बढ़िया. Guys, click yes if you have understood this. Thank you. बहुत बढ़िया मोहम्मद. Guys, click yes if you have understood this. Clear है सबको? Very good. All right, now let us move on to next question. Try to answer this. Come on guys, try to answer this. An open lift is moving upward with velocity 10 meter per second. It has an upward acceleration of 2 meter per second square. A ball is projected upward with velocity 20 meter per second relative to the ground. So this 20 meter per second, what is this 20 meter per second? Velocity of the ball with respect to ground is 20 meter per second during the projection. When it has been projected from the lift, the velocity of the ball with respect to ground is 20. Find, first one, time when the ball again meets the lift. Find the time when the ball again meets the lift. Second question, find the displacement of the lift and ball at that instant. So when the ball is going to meet the lift, find out what will be the displacement of lift, find out what is the displacement of the ball. Third question is the distance traveled by the ball up to that distance, up to that instant. So when the ball will come back to the lift, what is the distance that the ball is going to cover till that instant? So Aditya has given the correct answer for first one. Well done, Aditya. Come on, guys. Please try to attempt this. This is not that tough. Use the relative motion concept to get the answer for first and second. Aram se mil jayega. First one. If you get the answer for first one, second and third is extremely easy. However, in C question, in third question, there is thoda sa dimag that you have to use. Thoda sa analysis, like imagination you have to use. All right, Sneha has also answered. Parikshit has also answered. Very good, guys. Keep it up. Aditya, Sneha, Parikshit. Aditya has given the answer for displacement as well. Dhanyashri has given the answer. Tanmay has given the answer. Very good, bacha. Correct hai. Tanmay has given all the correct answers. Trupti has given an answer. Vishwa has given an answer. Vishwa, your answer for B and C is different. I think that is wrong then. Ankush has given an answer for first one. Correct hai. Tanish, I think you have got incorrect answer for the first one. Correct, Dhaneshri. Correct. Come on, guys, you can do it. At least get the answer for first one. Use the same concept that we have used earlier for relative motion concept. Muhammad Rayan is saying distance traveled is 19.4. That is correct. No issues. Correct only. Sneha, very good, bacha. If you guys are able to answer this, that means you guys are able to analyze the condition. I'm very, very proud of you guys. Keep it up. Well done. Trupti has answered. Yash has answered. Srinivas has answered for the time. That is very good. Correct. All right, guys. Let me solve this for you. All right. Solve karta hu. So there is an open lift. There is an open lift moving upward. So let us draw that open lift here. Consider this is the open lift. This is moving upward. Kitna velocity hai bacha? So 10 meter. This is the initial velocity. Initial velocity of the lift is 10 meter per second upward direction. What is the acceleration? The acceleration of the lift is also given to us. That is 2 meter per second square. A ball is projected upward with velocity 20 meter per second. So let us say this is the ball we are talking about. Now this has been moved, or this has been projected in upward direction. So this is UB. And what is the value? 20 meter per second. Find time when ball again meets the lift. Dekho bachcha log, I'm going to use the concept of relative motion here. Tell me what is the position of ball with respect to lift initially. Tell me guys, what is position of ball with respect to lift initially? Come on guys, please respond. What is position of ball with respect to lift initially? Guys, can you hear me? Am I audible to all of you? Click yes if I am audible to all of you, can hear me clearly. Yes, right? Okay. So now give me an answer for initial position, the position of ball with respect to lift at time t is equal to 0 when the ball has been projected. It's 0. Kya hai bhai? Position of ball, position of lift, they are at the same position, right? What is the distance between ball and lift initially? 0, right? Kya likhenge? 0. When the ball will finally meet the lift, when ball is going to finally meet the lift, what will be the final position then? When the ball will meet the lift again, what will be the position of ball with respect to lift? It's again 0. Arey, what is the distance between ball and lift here? When the ball is on the lift, position of ball with respect to lift is what? 0. The distance between them is 0, right? So 0 likha maine. Tell me what is the displacement of ball with respect to lift during this motion? What is the displacement of the ball with respect to lift during the motion? 0. So ball has been projected from the lift, then again it has come back to the lift. Initial position was 0, final position is 0, so displacement is 0. All right. Tell me what is the initial velocity of ball with respect to lift? Consider upward direction as positive. Upward direction as positive. Tell me what is the initial velocity of ball with respect to lift? So what is the initial velocity of ball? 20 meters. Upar mein 20 minus initial velocity of lift. What is the initial velocity of lift? 10 meter per second in upward direction. So what is the initial velocity of ball with respect to lift? That is 10 meter per second in upward direction only. Okay? So it has been given 20 meter per second. It is already moving with 10 meter per second. So the guy who will be standing on the lift will think that this ball is moving with 10 meter per second only. This is the meaning of perspection. This is the meaning of reference, right? So velocity of B with respect to L at time t is equal to 0 is only 10. Achha. What about the acceleration of ball with respect to lift? Tell me guys. So what is the acceleration of ball? Bolo bachalo. What is the acceleration of the ball? During the motion, what is the acceleration of the ball? It's minus 10. All right. What is the acceleration of the ball? It's minus 10. Got my point? Okay. Minus. What is the acceleration of the lift? Acha, why minus 10, bachalo? Because when you throw that ball, the moment ball will come in air. The moment ball will come in air. The only force that will act on the ball is force due to gravity. Right? So acceleration will be there because of the gravity only. And acceleration due to gravity is nothing but g. So that is why g, but in downward direction, since we have considered positive direction as upward, so this acceleration of ball will be negative 10 or minus g. All right. What is the acceleration of lift? That is 2. Positive or negative? Lift is going up with 2 meters per second. So positive 2. So answer is minus 12 meters per second square. Now I need to find what is the time taken when the ball will again finally meet the lift. So during that, displacement is this, initial velocity is this, acceleration is. Can I use the formula? SBL is equal to UBL into T plus half into ABL into T square. Okay? Chaliye. This is 0. If this is 0, I can get the answer of T as 2 UBL divided by ABL with a minus sign. Now put all the values. Minus 2 into what is UBL? Plus 10 divided by what is ABL? Minus 12. Cancel over. So 20 by 12. That is nothing but 5 by 3 seconds. Tanmay, that is not the relative motion approach. That is correct only, but that is not the relative motion approach, right? I asked you to get the answer using relative motion approach only. Chaliye, so time taken is what? 5 by 3 seconds. Now, question is, find the displacement of the lift and the ball at that instant. Tell me guys, what will be the displacement of the lift? In 5 by 3 seconds, what will be the displacement of the lift? बोलो बच्चा लोग. Tell me what will be the displacement of the lift. This is at t is equal to 0. This is at t is equal to 5 by 3 seconds. Can I say that displacement will be given by this distance? So displacement of the lift, let me use a different color. अरे 0 क्यों बोल रहे हो भाई? भांग खा के आए हो क्या? This is the displacement of the lift. Hey Manoj, मैंने क्या पूछा? What is the question? Displacement of the lift. Initial position of this the lift is this one. Final position is this one. Is displacement 0 here? Vineet, think. Manoj, think about this. And Targata, both of you. What is the displacement of the lift? Initially, lift is here. Now lift has gone up. So what is the displacement? This one. Acha. What about displacement of the ball here? I'm not talking about displacement of the ball with respect to lift. Now I'm talking about with respect to ground only. Now what is the displacement of the ball? Can I say same? Initial position is here, final position is here. So this distance is nothing but the displacement of the ball as well. Both of them are same, right? So I'll write second part. Displacement of the ball is equal to displacement of the lift. Got my point? अरे तो उससे फर्क क्या पड़ता है मनोज? Yeah, both ball and lift meet up there. What does that mean? That means displacement of the ball with respect to lift is 0. अरे, don't you know the meaning of relative or reference? When I'm asking you what is displacement of lift, इसका meaning क्या है यार? How many times do I need to tell you this? Displacement of lift means when a man on the ground look at this particular lift. what will be the displacement of lift with respect to ground? He'll say, sir, initially the position of the lift is this one. Finally, the position of lift is this one. So final position minus initial position is nothing but this length. So SL is this one. See, I'm not going to repeat these basic things again and again, bacha. Otherwise, I'll be stuck in these kind of things only, where I have to teach you some other part. You have to take care of these things. Okay? Consider this is the ground. Yeah, consider this is the ground. If you want me to go to this level, let me go to this. You'll understand why I don't go to that level. These are the things that you have to understand. So I'll say this is the initial position of the lift. All right. लिखूं कैसे समझ नहीं आ रहा. So this is the initial position of the lift. What is the final position of the lift? This is the final position of the lift. So final position minus initial position. So if you subtract this initial one from the final one, what is the answer? This distance. So that is why I have written that. Chaliye, I hope you can now handle these things by your own. All right. So we have understood that SB will be equal to SL. How do I get this value? So you can use any of the formula. You can use the equation for ball also. You can use the equation for lift also. Okay. So if I use for the ball, I'll say SB is equal to UBT plus half into AB into T square. What is SB? That we need to find. What is UB, bachalo? The 20. Now, here with respect to ground, it is given directly. The ball has been thrown upward with a velocity of 20 meters per second with respect to ground. So 20 is the answer. In upward direction, so positive. Into T. T is 5/3 plus half into what is the acceleration of B? So ball is experiencing an acceleration in downward direction. That is equal to 10. So 10 into 5/3 into 5/3. Solve it down. क्या मिलेगा बच्चा लोग? So 100 divided by 3 minus. This will become 5. 125 divided by 9. 100 by 3 minus 125 by 9. Solve करेंगे. क्या मिलेगा बच्चा लोग? 9 will be the LCM. 300 minus 125. So correct answer is 175 divided by 9 meters. Now guys, click yes if you have understood the displacement of the ball and the lift. Guys, please do click yes if you have understood this. Let me know if you have any doubt. Achha, can I get the same value for SL? You can get the same value, right? If you use SL value, SL equation, then SL will be equal to ULT plus half into ALT square. If you put the value of T here also, you'll get exactly the same answer. All right, guys. Chaliye. Now let us move on to third question. What is the third question, bachalo? Distance traveled by the ball up to that instant. Now here you have to analyze a little bit. What is that analysis? See, first you have to find what is the distance. So you have to figure out how the ball is going to move. See, there are two conditions that are possible here. That sir, ball is moving here in upward direction. Ball has moved to the maximum height. Okay? And while coming back, let me write it in this side. While coming back, it has met the lift. Okay? This is one condition. One condition or case one. ठीक है, लिखता हूं मैं case one. For meeting of the ball with the lift. So this is the lift and this is the ball. So first condition is what? Ball is going to meet the lift while coming down. When you have projected the ball in upward direction, ball will go to a maximum height, then it will start falling down. So the first case is ball meets the lift while coming down. All right. Achha. What is the second condition, bacha? Second condition is this was the lift here and this is t is equal to 0, and this is what? T is equal to 5 by 3 seconds. This though we have figured out, right? Acha. Second case is what? That this is the lift, this is the ball. You have projected. So t is equal to 0. And now, before reaching the maximum height, the lift is going to touch the ball from the backside. So this is the second case. So this is case 2. That ball and lift are going to meet while ball is going up. So these are the two conditions that are possible in this case. Guys, click yes if you have understood these two cases for this. If you understood these two cases, then only you can get the correct answer. Otherwise, tukka will be there. You have got the answer by having a tukka, or you can say that a guessing. But that is not the correct approach. Okay? Guys, click yes if you have understood these two cases. If you have any doubt, please let me know. Otherwise, please respond as yes. And let me know whether you have understood this or not. So these are the two cases in which lift is going to meet the ball. One of them is while coming down, other one is while going up. Now, how will I decide which case is present here? Tell me, guys. Give me the answer for this, guys. I'm relying on this. I'm relying on you on this, guys. Please let me know, how will I decide whether lift is going to meet the ball in first condition or in second condition? Bolo bachalo, jaldi batao. Tell me the condition. How will I identify, how will I decide whether case 1 is possible or case 2 is possible? By looking at the time. Very good, Vishwa. Correct. Which time we have to look at? So we have to find, first of all, we have to find that what is the time when the velocity of ball comes to 0. If I find out the velocity of ball, or if I find out the time when velocity of ball comes to 0, let us say that time is small t. Okay? So let us find out time when velocity of ball becomes 0. And let me call that time as small t. Now I'm telling you, I'm giving you these two conditions. If t is greater than 5 by 3 seconds, tell me what is the meaning of this. Guys, these things are very, very important. If you know how to analyze this, you will enjoy physics. I'm telling you. Tell me what is the meaning of this. If t is greater than 5 by 3 seconds, if the time taken by the ball to reach maximum height or to have a velocity of 0, what is the meaning of this? If t is greater than 5 by 3 seconds, इसका meaning क्या है? इसका meaning क्या है? Case 1 or case 2? If the time taken to reach maximum height is greater than the time taken by the ball and lift to meet each other, then that is nothing but case 2. Think about this now. This is the time t here. When the ball is meeting 5 by 3 seconds. After reaching the maximum height, then again it has to travel here. So in this case, I'll say t is less than 5 by 3 seconds. Here, what is the condition? Here, the ball has not come to 0 velocity. Before coming to 0 velocity, the ball has met the lift. Ball has met the lift. So at virtual condition, virtually. So that is, I'm drawing it with dotted line. So this is the time when the ball would have come to 0 position. So in this case, I'll say t is greater than 5 by 3 seconds. So if t is greater than 5 by 3 seconds, I'll talk about case 2. If t is less than 5 by 3 seconds, I'll talk about case 1. Now guys, click yes if you have understood this time reference time comparison. Guys, click yes if you have understood the time comparison here. Let me know if you have any doubt in this one. Karthik Nair, did you understand this? Karthik Nair, you have given the answer as case 1 for the first condition. Now, did you get the point? Very good, bacha. Chalo. So now let us find out what is the time taken by the ball to reach maximum height or to have zero velocity. So, क्या करेंगे? The velocity of ball is equal to ub plus ab into t. This should be 0. ub is equal to 20 minus g into t. G is what? 10 into t. So t कितना मिला बच्चा लोग? 2 seconds. T is what? 2 seconds. So I'll say this time t is 2 seconds. 5 by 3 is 1 point something, right? So I'll say we have t greater than 5 by 3 seconds. Hence, case 2 is applicable. Now tell me, what is the distance covered by the ball here? Now tell me, what is the distance covered by the ball here? Can I say here distance is equal to the displacement? If case 1 would have been the answer, distance will not be equal to the displacement. Right? Displacement is this one. This is the displacement of the ball. But what is the distance? Distance would have been this one plus this distance. But what about this case? Sir, this is the displacement, this is the distance. Because the particle has moved in one direction and it has not changed its direction of motion. All right. So I'll say, so hence, distance will be equal to displacement. So what is the displacement of the ball? So 175 divided by 9. So this is the answer. Now guys, click yes if you have understood this. All the 3 cases of this, all the 3 questions, all the 3 sub question of this particular condition. Let me know if you have any doubt in this one. Guys, please respond and let me know if you have any doubt in this one. Clear है सबको? समझ में आया? So guys, you should be able to understand these things in this way. You should be able to analyze it. You should be able to imagine it. Otherwise, you will just try to find out, okay, formula mein S is equal to ut plus half at square I have to use. Sir, how will I find S? How will I find U? You'll be getting stuck in that case only. You have to think about the conditions. You have to draw some diagrams. See, when I draw the diagrams, it looks simpler. However, this is not very good diagram. This is very rough. This is very, you can say that a messy one. But still, this will make some sense. Got my point? All right. Chaliye. So now let us move on to next question. चलो बच्चों जल्दी से आंसर करो. Vineet, I'm asking you to use a relative motion concept. ठीक है? So use it formally. I have done the same thing, right? Don't do that, yaar. Don't do that. See, if you're going to use those things in some other forms, na, you have to be extremely careful. Vineet, this is physics, bacha. This might look simpler to you when you get the answer. Are you getting me? When you have used this formula, when you have used this form, and when you got the same answer, it might look so, okay, sir, I can use this. Yeah, I can do that. But while solving the question for the first time, there might be some condition that you can miss out. And in that case, you'll get a wrong answer. And at that point of time, you'll not have a verification. Either you'll get a correct answer or incorrect. If you get a correct answer, +4. If you get an incorrect answer, -5. So I'll ask you to don't mess out, mix it out in physics. Try to go with the formal basic concepts. Okay? It will not take that much of time. And if you're actually very confident about the condition, then you can do this. Otherwise, it is very, very tricky, bacha. I'm telling you, I have seen so many students who will say, sir, when I'm solving these questions at my home, it seems very interesting. I'm getting all the answers. I'm analyzing them very, very well. But in the examination, my accuracy is very, very low, sir. What to do? So these are the things that matters. You're trying to oversimplify things. You're trying to generalize a simple condition, a single condition to all of them, without actually doing research in that. And at this point of time, you don't have that kind of time that you should be researching in a single question, because question can be asked in a different way also. So Vineet, I actually encourage you for these things, but now I'll say कि you should basically stick to the basic. You should stick to the basic only. ठीक है? चलिए. So Chirag has answered, Tanmay has answered. Let us see how many of you can answer this. This question is there in Arihant also, DC Pandey. You can find this question in DC Pandey also. Vishwa has also answered. So Chirag, Tanmay and Vishwa, where have you studied this question? Because you have solved this question within... so either you have already solved this or you have seen the answer. You have just Googled it. Have you already solved this question, Vishwa and Ankush, Tanmay, Chirag? Have you already solved this question? Okay, so you have already solved this question. All right. Okay, then though it's okay. All right, guys, come on, solve this question now. Those who didn't solve it, please get the correct answer, or at least attempt it. So this is, in this one, there is a concept known as the closest approach or minimum distance. ठीक है? तो उस condition में हम लोग पढ़ते हैं how to solve a question where minimum distance is being asked to you. Let us see. Tanmay, can you share your approach? What have you done? Tanmay, can you share your approach? Please share me your approach. Give the hint कि कैसे तुमने किया है. Okay, Parikshit has also answered this. 15 minutes. That is what the systematic method ना VBA वैसा ही तो करना होता है. Use the relative motion concept to get the answer. That is what I'm also going to do. Achha, guys, I'm not going to solve this question today because only 7 minutes are left. So I have to explain a lot of things here. I don't have to just solve this question. I should be giving you the approach for questions related to this concept. So first, let me ask you this. Whether I'm writing this correct or not, just try to think about it. If there is a particle which is moving in this direction, okay, and let's say this is 2 meters per second. There is a particle which is moving in rightward direction, VB, it's 3 meters per second. All right. Can I say, see, try to think about the statement. That velocity of, or the velocity VAB is equal to square root of 13 meters per second when VB is 0. Can I assume this? Can I write this? Or if I write this in statement, if VB is 0, guys, tell me, can I write this or not? If velocity of A is upward 2 meters per second, velocity of B is rightward 3 meters per second. Now, can I write that if VB is considered 0, that if B is considered at rest, then B will observe A moving with velocity root 13 meter per second. Can I say this or not? Think about it and give me an answer. Guys, I need your response here. Yes or no? So most of you are saying yes. Now think about this, guys. See, when you are, let us say you are running, or if you are, let's say, sitting on a bus. If you are sitting on a bus, and if you look at a different guy which is sitting on a different bus, on another bus, and both the buses are moving. So when you look at the other bus, when you look at the other guy on the other bus, do you consider your velocity there? When you are the observer, we consider that you are at rest. And according to you, what is the velocity of that bus, or what is the velocity of that guy? So you can always write this VBA as, when VB is 0 or when B is considered as observer, if I consider this as 0 velocity, this is at rest, with respect to this man, with respect to this particle, A will have a velocity of 13 meter per second, square root of 13 meter per second. So I am going to use the same concept to solve this question. I am going to make one of the ship at rest and then observe the other one with respect to that ship. This will make this question very, very simple. Are you getting my point, what I'm saying? I'll make one of the ship, I'll try to have a condition where one of the ship is at rest. When I'll consider one of the ship as at rest, the other one will be having velocity with respect to that ship. So I'll analyze the motion of B with respect to A, or I'll analyze the motion of A with respect to B. इसका meaning क्या है? If I analyze motion of B with respect to A, that means I'll keep A as at rest, and I'll observe B with respect to A. Got my point? So, all right, guys, I'm not going to extend today's class here. I don't want you guys to be flooded with some wrong informations, and I also don't want to solve this question in hurry. I want to take like enough time. I want you guys to think about it in a better way, so that you don't have to just mug it up some concept. All right, guys. So I'm now ending the formal class here only. Okay? So I'm not going to teach you anything extra today. So I know relative motion, relative velocity concept is already thoda sa tricky or thoda sa tough for the students. So I need you guys to calm down. I need you guys to take a breath, to take a long breath. And guys, I request all of you to solve some basic questions from relative motion from your module or from the reference book. The basic one. Okay? Acha, what are the types of questions that you have come across from relative motion? Tell me, guys. No, Vinith, I don't know whether all of them are examples, but I know that these are the questions that are being solved everywhere. These are the most popular questions from general relative motion. I think, Vinith, then that is a coincidence, because I can only think about this question as the example of DC Pandey. Okay, then that's good. Then the point, the source from where I have copied, they have copied it from the DC Pandey. All right, guys. Guys, I need your answers here. Tell me, what are the conditions, what are the types of question you have come across while solving relative motion? While solving questions from relative motion. Police thief question, that is the overtaking problem, right? So one question, that overtaking problem, that we have already done it, right? Second question is what? That train and car is already overtaking problems. Balloon and ball, yeah, that is also, we have done it, motion 1D. Chor police wala same hai. River boat problem. River boat problem. Motion in 2D. In motion in 2D, if you are going to study relative motion, river boat problem is the most important type of question, the most important type of problems that can be asked to you. After that, tell me, guys, rain man problem. Okay? So if a man is holding an umbrella, what should be the angle at which he should be holding the umbrella to avoid the rain, to avoid the wetting, right? Rain man problem. Third one is airplane or aircraft wind problems. Okay? Fourth one is aircraft or aeroplane and bomb problems. Okay? These are the questions that are actually important. in relative motion concepts. However, they are not the topics, they are the applications of relative motion. If you look at the syllabus of JEE Main or NEET, they have not been specified that these are the type of questions that you should study. But since when we talk about the relative motion concepts, these are the real life scenarios that we come across. So that is why we study these popular questions, we study these popular conditions in relative motion concept. So these are the concepts, these are the problems, these are the type of questions that we are going to study in next week. All right, guys. So thank you for attending the class. Stay safe, stay healthy. And guys, happy learning, stay safe. Enjoy Muddy. Bye-bye. Take care.